The Queen of the Valleys, dressed in a garland of tall oak and pine trees, making snow-capped mountains the crown of her head. Welcome to the land of perfection. Welcome to Buran Ghati. The valley is at an altitude of 15,000 feet, connecting Shimla's Pabbar Valley to Kinnaur's Baspa Valley in Himachal Pradesh. The 25-kilometer trek holds no moment where you can take your eyes off. Trekup India has been one of the most recommended partners for adventure tourism for more than 23 years. Featuring more than 75 Himalayan treks makes them supreme in the domain. Trekup India has carefully thought out itineraries to make the trip a memorable one. Let's have a pictorial idea of it. On day 1, you will be picked up from Shimla. The 160-kilometer long scenic drive follows the old Hindustan road, which has historical events mentioned throughout. After Rohru, the Teal Pabbar river flows to the right. Hereafter, you will pass through several small streams, rich flora and fauna, and enchanting villages. The motorable road ends at Diu. The base camp Janglik is a short walk distance from here, which in itself is a magical destination. You will be astonished to observe the presence of its ancient culture through the wooden roofs, houses, and immemorable temples. The day 2 starts by climbing out of Janglik through horse grazing grounds and sheep herders' routes. The thick forest of oak, deodar and pine over the heads and an extended carpet of leaves under the feet with streams running by are scenic. For your acclimatization, you will be climbing a hillock in the evening. The supper will be enjoyed under the cozy tent in the wilderness of the Daira Meadows. Witnessing such a beautiful campsite on first night itself is beyond expectations. The very first sight of day 3 is the glorious Daira Meadows stewed with hypnotic flowers. A quick examination of everyone's vitals is performed by Trekup India, followed by a delicious breakfast. The guide makes you aware of the etiquette of the trek. The 3-kilometer long trail traverses along the meadows towards the Gunas Pass. The forest will lead you to the picture-perfect views of the Dhauladar range. Later, the trail enters Bhoj. The ancient forest has many perennial streams to quench your thirst of heart and soul. From here, you witness the first clear view of splendid Litham, which will be tonight's campsite. Day 4 of the trek revolves around the objective of acclimatization and praising the heavenly glory of Chandraharan Lake.
कैसी रही आप सभी की रात?
You will start early commutation towards the waterfall's snout. The target is to cover a steep ascent to an altitude of 4,200 meters and descent back to the base camp. You will definitely be mesmerized by the magical setting.
Okay guys, get ready. हम आगे की तरफ मूव करने वाले.
On day 5, you will be trekking from Litham to Dhunda. It takes roughly 2 hours to reach this mystical realism. Dhauladar ranges add glory to the scenery. The trail then leads to Guna Pass, which is a heaven in white and grey. The snow-quilted mountains with green grasslands in front and cliffs of Rupin Valley to the left is a treasure for the eyes. At the end of this U-shaped valley, you will catch up on the first view of panoramic Buran Ghati. Do not hesitate to take a moment to absorb all that you can. You will slumber on the snowy ground of Alpine near a bonfire. Well, day 6 is a big day. Trekup India has a vast team of professionally trained, passionate guides and trainers who work round the clock to ensure your comfort. The safety of voyagers is the top priority for Trekup India's trained mountain staff. All the prerequisites such as first aid medical kits, medical oxygen, pulse oximeters, microspikes, etc. have been cautiously packed. After an early breakfast, you will start heading for 15,000 feet high Buran Valley. At first, you follow the ridge from Dhunda campsite and climb over boulders to reach the base of the pass. The ascent is thrilling. However, descending from the opposite side is an unparalleled experience as it is around 60 degrees steep and you will be using a rope to get down. The expert guidance of Trekup India makes it a cakewalk. Tonight you will camp under the celestial sky along the Munirang river close to the farmers' huts. The last day of your trek will take you to Barua village. As you descend, you will notice the changing panorama, lush green vegetation, maple, walnut trees and apple orchards. The descent has beautiful alleyways that take you further down to the village. The glorious culture of this little world is a treat to the soul. To your amusement, the welcoming locals may invite you over for a cup of tea. Isn't this all overwhelming? This brings us to the end of your memorable 7-day journey. Trekup India will arrange vehicles for your safe journey back to Shimla. If you wish to live the fantasy, book your package now. Ghati awaits you.